Welcome to Life, Love, and Everything that you like and Papa. And today we're going to be talking about food. Not just food in general, but food, what you eat. No, food, how food is so important. Not just to sustain us, but it's important in relationships. It's important in life. It's important in love. It's important in everything. See what I did there? Yeah. And so we're going to be talking about how romantic food can be. Yeah. We're going to be talking about, those erotic foods, I should say. Right? And exotic foods. What else? We're going to cover as well. Foods we dislike. Yeah.
And there's a lot of them.
And foods we used to eat or forced to eat in school. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take it away. Today, special guest, we have Juma. Go on, honey. I'll let you begin today.
Today. Okay. So one of my biggest memories of food was one of the ones I hated. And I don't know if I've made this up. Maybe I've made it up. I don't know. But when I was sick, this is in Scotland.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what he just done?
Carry on. We're talking about food and the effects of food.
I am sure my mum used to try and force me to eat semolina pudding.
Oh my God.
No, I swear she did. I could swear she said, no, just have a little bit of this. And I'm thinking, that is disgusting. Because it's all, what is it?
I don't know. What is semolina? What is it?
I don't know.
Salimina.
Yeah.
Salimina. Yeah?
Yeah. It's like horrible.
It's disgusting.
Do they even make it nowadays?
Yes, they do. I don't know why, but they do. I was watching James Martin the other day, and he made a dish and it had semolina, or they said use semolina, and I was like, change channel.
Oh, no, I think you can use it in stuff because it's like a powder thing, isn't it? And you mix
I don't know
it with
what
milk.
it is. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't care about it.
No.
Slime-ina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what reminded me? Do you remember? So actually, that could have been my imagination. It might be my mum saying to me once, do you want to have some of this? And I've taken it to...
Right. So speaking of semolina, right?
Yeah.
They used to serve that at school. Yeah. So you could have the semolina or the custard or the cream or something like that when they would doing certain dishes.
Yeah.
Right. And people would have scoops of like semolina on their cake or something.
No. You would have semolina and they'd have prunes on it.
Oh, why would they do that?
No, that's what you would have.
Why?
You would have prunes and prune juice on your semolina.
For what reason?
I don't know. My mum used to have it. It was good for your digestion.
Good to get rid of your digestive system.
Maybe that's why she was trying to get me to eat it.
Ah, disgusting. Do you eat prunes? I bet you do.
Only when you need to.
Ugh.
But there was that. But in school, I remember there was some fantastic, and we're concentrating a bit on what would be classed as maybe desserts in school.
Yeah.
Because I think those are the things that stand out more.
No.
No.
I'll tell you so. I'll tell you one in a minute.
Right. So desserts wise, the little shortbread biscuit things that you would get.
But they weren't shortbread.
I don't know what they were, but they were nice.
So I'll tell you what they're called.
What?
They're called school biscuits. Because nobody knows what they're made from except for the school cook.
Yeah, but you could smell them getting made.
Yes.
And they used to.
So when I used to work in schools, I always got friendly with the cooks. Because it's food, isn't it? You know what I mean? You have to be friendly with the food people, right? And they used to remember I used to bring some home sometimes, the school biscuits, right? But they're not shortbread.
Mm.
What are they? What are school biscuits made out of? What are they? I need to know because you're going to bake some for me.
I don't know. But I was tempted to bake something else that they do at school.
What?
Tottenham cake.
No, not Tottenham. You can do Man U cake. You can even do Arsenal cake. Not
Hold on,
Tottenham.
there's a couple of dishes. So there's the Tottenham cake, which was basically a sponge with the pink icing. That's your Tottenham cake. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then
Gross.
there was it was just a sponge cake with pink
Yeah,
icing.
gross. I'm not a big fan of sponge
And
cake.
then, but there was one of the other things which I have got a recipe for, and I am going to do it. And it's like the paste. They used to do pastry slices at school, and it had like a caramel with a chocolate sprinkle on it. Do you remember that? Oh,
What school did she go to?
but this is at Fenstanton School. Anyone
No,
go Fenstanton School? Tulse
we're
Hill?
in Fenstanton.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never got a slice of pastry with
It was like
fruit.
short crust pastry, so it was like your shortbread biscuit, but thin version. It would come up upside down at the bottom, and it would have like sort of, I don't want it's like caramel type sauce, which is a bit
In
solidish
it.
on it. It would sit
On
on
it.
it, and then you'd have little chocolate
Nice.
sprinkles on it.
No. Please, somebody find out what that is and let us know, because I have no idea what she's talking
Ah,
about.
that was good.
I don't think she went to. She must have went private school.
No, everyone had that.
No. Pink custard.
Ah,
Disgusting.
even all their custards with it. The pink, the yellow, and the chocolate custard. Yeah, you like the chocolate custard.
No. I remember in primary school, the yellow custard was okay. Our one was.
They used to have a film on when you got the custard. It ended up having a film.
No, but our one didn't have that. That's the packet stuff. I think the cook there, right, at my primary school, I think she made it properly because it was nice. But the pink custard, that's stupidness.
No, I tell a lie. No, you're right. The custard was okay. It was the blancmange.
Blancmange, no.
But that's
No, never had that. Never had that at school. See, I don't know what school we had blancmange. What school did you go to?
Fenstanton, Tulse Hill. Did you go?
You didn't go Tulse Hill School. Tulse Hill was a boys' school.
Tulse Hill.
Yeah, but okay. You went Fenstanton. Is that the only school you went to?
That I had that, yeah.
Okay, that was your primary school.
Yeah, apart from in Scotland.
Yeah. So what did you have in Scotland? Everything was fried, right? So, like the school biscuits, they were in batter and deep fried.
I used to go home at lunchtime.
In primary school?
Yeah, I used to go home.
Wait, you moved down here when you were 9?
Yeah.
Right? And prior to that, so you've been in school, so what's that?
I was in
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I was in Sis 4.
Right. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you're here, right? So all those years, so year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 4, because you moved down here in year 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and were you in reception in Scotland?
Yeah, nursery.
And you went home at lunchtime?
Yeah, I never
What, mate?
I don't know. I don't know what happened then, but I know I used to go home at lunchtime.
So how far was your school?
It was up the hill, long, down the hill.
It's not like them yard, man. So where's the school? Up, sir, down, sir, go wrong, sir. And you pass this something by the side and it did it.
Hold on.
How far away was your school? Yeah? It's not up the hill, down the road, round the corner.
Probably about 7-8 minute walk.
Right, okay.
Back then, I used to walk to school back. I remember Mom used to say to me, I think it was Caroline Sutherland. Don't dilly-dally. I see you talking to the boxer on the top of the road. The boxer being the dog, not a person.
Someone on top of the road.
And yeah, so yeah, I used to walk to school by myself.
Don't dilly-dally.
Don't dilly-dally.
Say dilly and dally,
yeah.
Dally then I dilly. Lost my way and don't know where to go.
Oi.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so, but I can't remember having lunch in primary school in Scotland, but I do remember I used to go home.
Okay, so I had lunch in primary school, and it was a massive dining hall down at the end of the playground. Right? I say massive, it's not really that big, but for me being a little bit, clearly it's a huge building. But that it was, like in some schools, your hall is your dining, all of that. This was a separate building with the kitchen and dining, right? And a lot of the food, yeah, excuse me, a lot of the food
You're
was,
hungry.
no, it's making me feel sick. Just thinking about it was disgusting. What they done, right, is you had to sit there and finish what's on your plate. They made you. The teachers, the dinner staff, the cooks, they made you eat everything on that plate, right? Which is wrong.
Oh, it is wrong.
It's just wrong. And they talk about, growing up, eat your food, you don't get no dessert until you eat your food. And but it was that sort of thing, but in school, yeah. And I remember being forced to eat fish fingers, right? And I said, I'm allergic. I'm allergic to fish. And they were like, there's nothing in your records to show you're allergic to fish. And I sat there, I said, I'm not eating it, because I don't want to get sick, right? And I'm a member, right? The dining room was empty and it was just me and Zada Bibi, right? Indian girl sitting there eating food. She was always a slow eater, right? And I was just sitting there and I was in tears because they was like, you need to eat it. Every time a teacher would pass me, eat it, eat it. It was just these fish fingers. I never asked for fish fingers when I went up there. They would just put on my plate, right? But anyway, even the smell, back then, my allergy to fish was so strong, even the smell of it, get itchy throat, tongue would start swelling, itchy eyes, all of that. And they said, if you don't eat it, I'm going to phone your dad, right? So I ate a fish finger. They had to take me to hospital. And they had to call my mum and dad.
They phoned your dad anyway.
I found dad anyway, yeah. But that was traumatizing.
And look at you now.
And then, yeah, at home, a few weeks later, at home, dad done the same thing, right? Because mum said he can't eat fish. I think it was a fish finger as well, right? And dad said, no, he made himself sick at school. Because I threw up everything, like my whole guts, my brain, my heart, my lungs, everything came out. I was just flopping around. Right? And dad said he's going to sit there till he eats it. Again, being a child, just going through that at school and having this, right? Clearly traumatizing. You understand? So I was in tears and, the usual, stop me crying, me give you something to cry for, the usual thing. And mom was saying, encourage him can't eat the fish. Yeah. And mom said, basically, eat it, show him. But the whole thing with the fish, it was kind of scary for me, yeah, because you literally feel like you're dying, right? So I ate a piece of the fish, anaphylactic shock or whatever, and yeah, another trip to the hospital.
But now look at you.
Now, my favorite food is fish. I love it. I love fish fingers. A nice, decent. The fish fingers, what Sanchia done for us the other day, they were brilliant. Big fish fingers. I do love a finger. Fish. Not even a fishy finger. Right, stop.
Right. You love fish.
I do love fish. Favorite is ackee and saltfish because that was something I couldn't eat as a kid. Yeah. Right, because the saltfish, literally, mom used to lock me in the room. Yeah, because of the smell of the saltfish. It would affect me. You understand? So mom would lock me in the room and have the windows open so I wouldn't get affected. And then now, I love my saltfish.
Yeah, I do like my saltfish with a bit of white rice and some hard food. Not rice and peas. I don't understand ackee and saltfish and rice and peas. White. No,
I prefer ackee and saltfish without rice. Yeah, ackee and saltfish and food. Yeah, some yam, banana, some breadfruit. Yeah, ackee and saltfish. Hey,
but then
a few dumplings.
Your mum's white sticky rice, corned beef.
Corned beef and rice.
Corned beef and rice. Oh my God!
So many people out there do not like corned beef and rice.
That was. You need to have that again.
Well, corned beef and rice. Originally, bully beef and rice. Yeah. Basically, that was a treat back in the day. You understand? When times were hard and you could have corned beef and rice, you were privileged, mate.
Yeah, I could maybe do with some corned beef and rice.
So all those sort of like childhood foods. Yeah, like what was your favorite childhood food?
I think it probably still is one of my favorite. spaghetti bolognese.
It's your
But
favourite.
it's mum's. It is mum's spaghetti bolognese, partly because I remember her. I used to always say to mum when she was making it, "Oh, can I have more? Can I have more?" She's like, "Says no more. That I've done what I've done, and you're gonna get what you get." And it's just her mince wasn't too tomatoey or whatever, but it stuck to the spaghetti like they say it should do. And she had celery in it and carrots, and it was the best. I absolutely love that. It was the best spaghetti bolognese ever. But obviously, your meatballs and spaghetti. I think it's Italian. It's the Italian in me.
It's the Italian in me.
In my Italiano. No, sorry, if
I know.
anyone takes offense to that, that's me. I'm really bad at doing
Oh,
sort of things like that.
Is that why Cordell is a little Cordelli?
Yeah. That I must admit, the pasta. I love pasta, macaroni cheese, and growing up, I don't know. Apart from the spaghetti bolognese, yeah.
I think my favourite, because I couldn't eat fish and I didn't really eat meat, and because meat would make me just throw up, basically. No, I was allergic, right?
Yeah.
But meat was just not my thing, right? Mum used to do like the yam, banana, breadfruit, potato all mashed up with a load of butter on it, right? And then she'd give me some gravy on top, just the gravy. And she sort of dress it so the gravy was just on the outside. So it was like this mound of mashed food, yeah? And then there's this gravy around it. And I used to make a little hole in the middle and do a little trail for the gravy to run into the middle. It was nice. And sometimes she'd just make it and put a knob of butter on top. It would just melt all down. Oh, yeah. That was banging.
Yeah.
That was banging. Everybody else be sitting there eating their beef and their whatever, right? You're going to say stew piece.
No,
they're eating their beef and thing, right? And I'd have this mound of mashed food. I was the happiest kid in the room.
But again, when your mum just done the beef, it was just beef and gravy. Then it wasn't food, and it was just like, so it wasn't a stew beef. It was
just the beef with the gravy. Yeah.
I think I need that again.
So you need spaghetti bolognese, a whole load of pasta.
Yeah, ackee and saltfish with rice.
With a serving of beef and gravy.
Yeah. Did we say corned beef and rice?
You corned beef and rice.
Yeah. That would be that could be a week's worth of.
That is a menu. Yeah, you want a menu.
Yeah.
But the thing about you want a table.
It's got to be stewed dumplings. You just got to have
the boiled dumpling.
Yeah, as many.
So you want a big round of the boiled dumpling.
Not too many, because they can't stick together. You know when it gets to a point where they stick.
Yeah, I don't.
No, they need to be separate. They need to be nice. Yeah, but yeah, that would be.
The food is important.
But I tell you, sorry to cut you, but there was one other thing that Mum used to do, which was a bit unconventional to a certain extent. When she done roast potatoes, she deep fried them. She was like massive big chips. It was like this. It was like she'd do the potatoes.
It's a Scottish thing.
Yeah.
So your Sunday roast was deep fried roast chicken.
No.
Deep fried potatoes and deep fried vegetables. It's just a Scottish thing, yeah?
Yeah.
She deep fried a whole potato.
Well, half a potato, quarter potato, depending on the size. You used to have them.
I just thought they were roast potatoes.
No, that's how she would do them sometimes. No, there's times when she done them in the oven like you would do, but when she got the deep fat fryer, yeah, she was doing them like that for a bit.
Okay, I'm going to try that. Obviously, I've got to do it. I've got to cook them first. Half them, cook them. So like potato skins sort of thing.
Nice. No skins.
No skin. But you remember Mum used to do the potatoes, the whole potato with the skin on, right? And say it's a roast potato. No, Mum, that's a jacket potato.
Yeah. But again, I just go back to things like sitting around the table, going up to the like Sunday dinner and that. And your mum would do like the jacket potato, but she would cut them in half
No, fair.
and then bring on the table. Good memories. Good memories.
Food is important, man. Food is
Very important.
in the memories, especially because it's like we talk about, do you remember when we went so and so and we had this meal and we had that meal and blah blah blah, yeah. But and again, food has that as well as in your childhood, it brings back really good memories and some disgusting semolina memories. It also has that warming, that comforting feel. Yeah. When you think about food as a child, like many people would have done it growing up, you get your hot chocolate, cup of chow, and your biscuits in the evening, right? Sitting around the TV or around the fire. That's what it's comforting.
Yeah. Again, it goes, it's mum again. Well, actually, Dad, the one thing I remember Dad, like him always doing was like when he wasn't working, he might do like a fry up in the morning. And I was speaking to Michael, our volunteer at work, and we were talking about this the other day. Tatty scones, fried tatty scones, because a colleague of mine,
Potato scones.
She's going up to Scotland, and I said, you know what, you don't have to, but if you do pass and you want to get some, I'll give you the money. Fruit pudding. Oh, I said, it's not white pudding, it's not black pudding.
Fruit pudding.
Fruit pudding. I was actually even looking at a recipe to make it myself.
You should make it.
But that when Dad done that square size sausages, tatty scones, fried bread.
Fried bread is amazing.
Fried bread.
But did you hear everything what you're saying though?
Fried.
It's clearly a Scottish thing.
Well,
the whole fried of everything.
It's cold up there, so you do these things to keep warm.
Fried Mars bar?
I haven't had one.
They actually sell them down here now.
Do they?
Yeah. They're quite expensive, apparently.
But you used to get you can get the black puddings, like the small ones about that long around. You know that you get sausage and batter. You used to be able to get black pudding and batter.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is terrible. Well, we having something healthy tonight.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. Those memories of food in your life is comforting. Yeah, it hugs you. Yeah, it keeps you like you. When you think about it and you think about your family, you think about the time spent, and like you said, when he wasn't working that day, he'd do this, do that, and da da da. It's all comfort. You know what I mean? It's all nice and it's warmth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's move on to romantic foods.
I thought you were going to go to foods we hate, but
we've kind of done a little bit of foods we hate, but we can come to that anyway. But romantic foods, yeah, because romantic foods in a relationship, I think that's very important. Like that first meal, when you go out on your first date, that first meal you have, it's important, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's the first time you're seeing your partner, which could possibly be your life partner, eat. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You talk about food, you like this, you like that, da 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 da. Right? And where was our first date?
Charcoal pit, American charcoal pit, Streatham High Road. That was amazing.
American charcoal pit, right? And your first meal was a massive hot dog.
It was a Johnny Reb.
Johnny Reb hot dog.
It was amazing.
So we're on our first date, yeah? And she gets a massive hot dog. And she's got that and she's going, come on, seriously, it's wrong.
And you got a black and blue burger?
Black and blue burger, which their burgers were great. Their burgers actually taste like there was literally charcoal inside them. Yeah. They were proper charcoal grilled. You know what I mean? They were.
Well, because at the back they had the whole charcoal grill.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but the charcoal, you go to some places and they talk about it's charcoal grilled and all of that, but you don't taste charcoal grilled. It just tastes like beef. Yeah. That you could taste that it was proper. You understand?
Yeah.
That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Yeah. That was our first date. But I mean, since then we've been on many dates, right? We've done, I think, one of the most romantic meals we've ever had.
What?
What?
Wimpy?
Orient Express.
Oh my God. The Orient Express. That was absolutely amazing. To be honest with you, I haven't got a clue what we ate,
I don't know either.
but the service and how everything, the whole experience was just like amazing. You're sitting there and the waiter coming up and they're just on point. And
Yeah.
it is, and I am still looking for luxury sort of train travel like that to do because
There's nothing like the Orient
yeah,
Express, mate.
it was
Orient
just
Express was amazing.
absolutely stunning. And I have not. We have got the menu somewhere, haven't we?
Yeah, we can have a look on there and see what we
Yeah,
had.
but that was you know not. I don't know if it was the most delicious and whatever, but
It
it's
was an
certainly the
experience.
experience,
Yeah.
the romantic.
And the romance around
Yeah.
it and whatnot. And I do remember, like, when we got served food, it's like them little tiny bits of food with the sauce all around it. Back then, me being me, ghetto snob, didn't really appreciate those sort of well dressed foods. It was like, where's my big plate of food? You understand? But pretty sure it was nice.
I
Can't
think
really
we had
remember.
about five. You have about 5 or 6
Yes,
courses.
it was a proper
Yeah,
course meal.
yeah. I mean,
But that was amazing. And we sat there, you had the little lamp, you had the service, we were holding hands, we were looking into each other's eyes. It was brilliant. It was just beautiful. We had wine and whatever, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Those sort of romantic meals, again, memories.
Mm.
Yeah. And, but think it, what's another romantic meal what we've had?
Oh, you've got a better memory than me.
Okay. What about when we was in New York?
Yeah, I was thinking of that. I don't know if I think. What are you thinking when we went to the jazz cafe? I don't know. Again, I can't remember what we were eating.
You remember the experience?
It's the experience because I think when you're talking about stuff like the Orient Express and talking about the Bluebird Jazz Cafe, it's like those are sort of iconic things. You're so wrapped up in everything.
Yep.
You know, you're just trying to take it all in. But I think there was, there's been lots of different things. And actually, I think some of the romantic ones is you cooking for me and, you know, the time
Sitting around the table.
and just having that time out. And
I think that those ones are the most special
yeah,
because it's just us. There's no phones, there's no screens, there's no children, no nothing. Yeah, and we're lucky enough to actually have that now because all the kids have flown the coop, empty nester, more or less. One's still here, but he's hardly here anyway. And so kind of a partially empty nester thing, right? So we have that opportunity every so often to sit down and just us, little candlelight dinner with our fake candles. Right. I remember the other day, you know, I can't remember what I cooked, right? And you were expecting me to bring it in on the train, and you were sitting up ready to get your food and da 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 da. I said to you, Mary, dinner's ready, right? I said, yeah, I'm waiting, I'm ready. And then I goes, no, it's here on the table. Oh, ooh, ooh.
yeah.
And then you sat down with a big smile on your face, nice music playing in the background with our little electric candles burning. Right, dim the lights, turn the lights down low, yeah, and yeah, we had a nice little meal.
Yeah, I think that those are brilliant, but it doesn't necessarily always have to be a meal like this time. And I suppose it happened also after Christmas when it's like you're fed up cooking, and I say that as in you're fed up cooking, but is when we have the crackers. So usually after
Cheese and crackers,
we sit here, have the table between us, and we have the cheese and crackers, and we don't have. It's not a dinner, but it's like
it's still a meal.
Yeah,
it's
I
still a
know,
meal.
but
Which I think the thing with that, it's the sharing aspect of it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the connection.
do you want that last bit?
Yeah.
No, I'll
right?
have it.
But I don't eat that cheese. I love it.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Right? All of that sort of stuff.
we both like the cranberry one.
Yeah, we usually fight over that one. But again, it serves another bit of importance to the relationship, the romance,
Yeah.
because it's that sharing, and a whole relationship is about growing and sharing and caring. Right? It is all about that sort of stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Right? That's a Joey thing, right? So when you're sharing a meal like that, it's like if you go out and you get like the other day, where were we? Where were we? And we got our pizza and we shared it.
I knew you were going to say that. It was Kingston when we were going out at your
So
soup.
yeah. So it was just the pizza,
Yeah.
right? We sat down there, but I did notice, yeah, for me anyway, once that pizza was served, right, because it was quite loud in there. But once that once that pizza was served, it was like it went quiet just for us. That's what it felt like. You
Yeah.
understand? And we were sharing that food. And for a minute, for like the first two slices, we didn't say a word. That's how hungry we were. Right? But it's a connection. We're both hungrily hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're both hungry. And then we started having our little conversations as we do about stuff, life, love, and everything. And it was that I specifically remember she brought the pizza down. It was on the flat tray thing. And as soon as she walked away, it was like all the people stopped talking just for us. That's what it feels like. And when you've got that sort of connection in a relationship, that's what it should feel like. Yeah. Because nothing else matters. It's just you and your partner.
Yeah.
So foods we dislike, there's many foods I dislike. I'm not a big vegetable fan. I never have been. Or, however, never used to eat broccoli back in the day. Now I don't mind it. Cabbage, I didn't really like cabbage. Kind of hankering for cabbage. Green beans as well. Never used to like green beans. I do like green beans. But that goes to your taste buds change over time. So it's like that 7-year itch. You know what I mean? Taste buds do change over time. Right? What else don't I like? I don't eat that.
You don't like stuff that's too sweet.
I don't like, over sweet stuff, like I said. Also, I don't like slimy stuff.
Like aubergine.
Why?
I don't get it.
Slimy stuff, no. Anything what's going to, no, not having it.
Liver.
I used to have a little bit of liver.
That's one of the things that used to do.
But it's the liver, if you cook liver properly, it's not slimy.
No, but I'm looking at it before it's cooked. Looks slimy.
Well, I used to like liver. I remember going up to Adrian's when he lived on the road, right? And he cooks on liver, right? Just a little piece. It was banging. It was banging. It was tasty. Look at me now. I don't eat meat. If it's walked on all fours, not eating anymore. Yeah. If it's swimming the sea, it's just for me.
Did you make that up or did you get that from somewhere?
What?
That it was saying?
No, I just done it.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Full up her lyrics and gimmicks. But yeah, I don't eat meat. Meat is just disgusting now. It's gross. And I know the thing for me, a lot of foods we don't like, it's a psychological thing. And I think for me, the whole meat thing, it's psychological, definitely, right? Because it's about 4 years ago now, I stopped eating meat, 4 or 5 years ago, something.
Yeah.
And it was that case of Christmas, I've had too much. And that was it. Stop there and then.
I sometimes get that way when I'm actually eating meat. I'm thinking, this used to be alive. And then for a split second anyway. And then there are sometimes I'm thinking, I can't eat this anymore. But I do like a steak.
I know you like a steak.
I do.
I like it. I do enjoy you having a good steak.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, I've never actually eaten a steak in my life.
What?
I've never had a steak.
You don't. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe you need to have a steak.
I've never had a steak.
Yeah.
I've had a mistake, but not a steak.
I think for me, the foods that I've disliked, and still probably, I don't like. I remember people drinking like Bovril. I don't
That's gravy.
understand that.
People drinking gravy.
Yeah, but I don't even think it's that Marmite. Maybe it's something about those bottles that they come in.
Marmite, it's a do or don't.
Yeah.
It's black or white. It's left or right. It's up or down. It's Marmite is one of those things. You either it's all right. No. Marmite is a yes or a no.
And I never used to like fruitcake, but actually, if you get a good fruitcake, then
That's
it's
what
good.
Mum used to make. Mum used to make the black cake.
Black cake, yeah.
Right.
I've got my stuff in there soaking.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I've gone in there and I've nicked a couple of.
I've seen you. You've got a raisin soaking to make a black cake.
Right? I don't think they'll ever make it.
And it's soaking in a white rum. And she keeps opening up the jar. These are nice. These are nice.
I don't think there's anything that I really, really hate. Not aubergine. I'd like somebody to convince me or cook aubergine to a thing.
No, but hold on. There was one of those restaurants uptown, and I had the salmon, and it was on a vegetable bed, and in that was aubergine, right? And I said to you, "What is this?" And you said, "It's aubergine." And I said, and it was crunchy. It wasn't slimy. I said, "This tastes all right." Yeah. So if it's cooked properly that way, it's fine.
It depends on how things are cooked, because my experience when I had it as a moussaka, I'm like, don't understand it. Really don't.
No, my thing is, I think for me, it's texture. A lot of things, it's just texture. Like milk, I don't really do dairy anyway. But milk, I don't like milk because of that.
Yeah, but do you not remember late at night cornflakes with the top of the milk?
That was you, Mary. Do you not remember? Yeah, you the one what's always done it. Or one of the kids get up late at night. Oh, shall we have a cereal? Not, do you want a cereal? Shall we have a cereal? And you'd sit there, top of the milk, that big lump of cream comes out on your cornflakes, and you and the kid would sit there and have
that's so good.
Middle of the night.
Yeah. No, not the middle of the night.
In the evening.
In the evening.
Like Zora, Sunday gone.
She had the
crunchy nut. Yeah, with the oat milk.
Yeah.
See, oat milk, almond milk, I can tolerate. Yeah, I can tolerate those. Right? Not that I'm a big fan. I can tolerate them. Right? Once they're ice cold. Right? But this is why I don't really eat cereal, because there's nothing to pour on it. But like Dad, he used to have his Weetabix, his porridge a morning, and he'd put a little bit of salt on it, and he'd make it, and it smelled so good, so good. And I would always go into the pot and just taste a little of I'm talking oats porridge, yeah, and I'll taste a little bit, but because it's sort of, it's like a thick, slimy texture with bits in it, I couldn't eat it. I didn't mind the flavour.
But that's why I didn't understand how you like Alpen.
Alpen?
Yeah.
Alpen is wonderful. Rabbit
but it has all the oats in it.
Yeah, but I like oats.
But you just said you don't.
No, I didn't say I don't like oats.
No, but the oats, what you're tasting in the porridge like that.
Yeah, it's the oats. It's cooked oats.
But what about cornmeal?
Cornmeal porridge. I love cornmeal porridge.
But do you remember
a good cornmeal porridge? You know what I like about a good cornmeal porridge? See, when that cook, and you leave that, when that solidifies, you can actually almost cut off a slice.
What was it? Because there was a place, remember at the end of the road in Gordon Road, the little bit on the corner, there was that in the wall.
Yes.
And I don't know whoever it was, they used to do cornmeal. You used to get a cornmeal slice.
You used to get the slice, yeah. Cornmeal slice.
That was nice. Yeah.
That dude was good. He used to get past down, get enough free food. He was good. Gave me all the leftovers or anything that fell on the floor. Probably. But yeah, like now, because I can eat fish and chips, one of my favourite meals. You understand? But that's only because I can now eat fish. Not all fish I can eat, right? But yeah, fish and chips. I've never been able to have that. It's only in the last X amount of years that I've been able to have that. So I appreciate it. Understand that? You know, I love my food. I'm literally a foodie. Yeah. I love different foods. I love trying new foods if it looks all right to try. All right. But that's another thing, what we do.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you see something
Yeah.
when you're out and about. Oh, I'm going to get this. We're going to try this. And we try it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you see something and you say, oh, because you don't see a t-shirt, a shirt, a suit, a trousers, a jeans, or whatever, right? You see food more often than you see clothing or something for me,
Yeah.
right? And you're like,
because I know you
he'll
like your
this.
food.
Yeah, he will like this. You know what I mean? And plus, you see, when I'm not well, feeling a bit down or whatever, right? She cooks the most, well, bakes the most amazing shortbread biscuits, right? We'll have that on the channel one day, right? They literally, they lift me up. They're so light and fluffy and just melt in your mouth. You understand? Right? Not like, when you buy them from a shop. Shortbread, a decent shortbread, it should not be crunchy. Yeah, as in, no, it should be nice.
I think we've talked too much about food.
No,
Making me hungry.
I could actually go on.
Yeah, but I'm making me hungry, man.
Okay. As you're hungry, we're going to stop and I'm going to go and cook you some food, yeah?
Si, senor.
What would you like me to cook?
We want some rice and we want some chicken and we want some green beans.
Rice, chicken and green beans. I'm on it.